Well, hey there. Welcome to the Soul Sister channel on this Sunday, June 12th. My name is Kat. I have your weekly astrological energy forecast for the week ahead, going from today, June 12th, through Saturday, June the 18th. We have some energy shifts this week. Last week we were simulating our energy. This week we have Mercury zipping into Gemini. That's going to make us all social butterflies. And then we also have a full moon coming up on Tuesday that's in Sagittarius. So this energy this week is all about being social. Before we get started, though, we are going to become balanced, aligned, and connected with our higher self by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's take the first one. On this first deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. Let's take one more. On this third deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the disease, all the negativity, all the toxicity. We visualize it just flowing out of our bodies, just flowing away. All that darkness and murkiness, and in its place, we are being filled with this incredible light, love, and goodwill. We see it filling our entire bodies with this incredible white light. Not only does this energy fill our bodies, it's protecting us from all evil, low vibration, all negativity, which is being deflected back to its source. While we are in this space of white light connected with our higher self, we are going to say our Sun in Gemini affirmation. When I choose to come from love, abundance, and gratitude, I conquer unworthiness, fear, and lack. We're going to say the affirmation together. We'll stay in this space connected to our higher self in this white light for 5 seconds, not 10, 5. Let's say the affirmation. When I choose to come from love, abundance, and gratitude, I conquer unworthiness, fear, and lack. Good. It's interesting that this affirmation works really well with the energy of this week. Because first of all, we have Mercury going into Gemini on Monday. Oh my goodness. Katie, how does that go? I don't remember how it goes, but open up the barn doors because it's time to party, people. We're in our summertime vibe and we want to be with our friends. We want to hang out with our friends. This Mercury and Gemini, we're chatty, we're socializing. And then we've got Jupiter and Mars in Aries. So we might want to do something outside, like we might go group camping or take a whole group to the beach or a group hike or a group concert out under the stars. But this whole period of Mercury and Gemini, was we have our summer fun on and we want to be with our friends and socializing and feeling good. And with this, I want to talk a minute about the affirmation, because the more we use the affirmation of coming from love, abundance, and gratitude, the more that energy takes hold within us, the more that we push away the unworthiness, the fear, and the lack. And I want us to think about that as we socialize with our friends, as we get with our friends. And also on Tuesday, we have a full moon in Sagittarius, which brings a whole new level. Now, Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Jupiter's in Aries. So pump up the fire, pump up the passion, pump up the optimism, pump up our faith. So you can see this energy. We're just full of love for our friends. We want to be with them. We want to share with them. And they make us feel good. We make them feel good. But, well, first of all, it's Jupiter Sagittarius involved. So there's always a chance for excessiveness. So while we are partying with our friends this week, don't overdo it, or we will pay with that nasty hangover, ew, or feeling like crap. Because we do have to go to work this week, right? But we're not going to be feeling very productive at all. We are more into chattiness and hanging out with our friends and having fun. So remember that, and we're going to have to be conscious and focused to get our work done, because it is not going to come easily. Not like the past couple of weeks where we've made some progress. No, now it's like a timeout. Okay, you've done really well, and now we're going to have some fun. So isn't that a great vibe for this week? But I want to take it another step further, because it is all about us, about our friends. And I don't know if you've noticed, but here we have our affirmation, love, abundance, and gratitude. But we notice in the outer world, do you notice how the energy is trying to pull us apart from each other? The energy in the outer world kind of tries to get us to fear each other. Like they're going to take it from us. They're taking advantage of us. But this is our opportunity to come back and remember, out there is teaching us. It's teaching us that we need to come back here, to come from love, abundance, and gratitude, and realize that we may have differing opinions. Oh my God, I hope we have differing opinions. Look at all of us. We're all unique and different. If we were supposed to be all the same, we would have been made that way, but we weren't. And for us to create an incredible world, an incredible experience, an incredible life experience for all of us, it takes all of our differing opinions. It's not my way or the highway. That does not work. And if we insist on coming from that energy, it is going to be our destruction, because we are moving into the Aquarian age, where we understand that we are all in this together. Hasn't the pandemic at least taught us that? Look how it affected us globally. Globally, not one person was not affected by this. But yet, we want to point fingers and we want to blame people instead of understanding that we are all on this planet Earth together. We all want to feel fulfilled. We all want to have a purpose. We all want to make a difference. We are all, our needs are the same. Let's remember that this week. And if it comes up where somebody tries to use fear or use lack or use unworthiness to pull us apart from each other, let's turn the tables and say, no, I'm glad you don't agree with me. Because if you agreed with me, we couldn't create crap. Our diversity is what makes us so incredible. And so let's celebrate that this week. Let's celebrate that forever. So as we're hanging out with our friends, let's remember that we all want the same things, not the same things, but we all want to feel like we belong. We want to feel like we make a difference. We're not different from each other in that way, just how our perspective and our attitudes. And that's good. So let's celebrate that this week on Tuesday with that full moon in Sagittarius. It's also a great energy to get back in touch with our faith in ourself, our faith in our spirituality, Or how are we doing with our daily meditations of checking in with higher self, so that we can get the lay of the land and we know where we should be going or what we should be doing? We will get that information if we develop that relationship with our higher self on a daily basis. I guarantee it. I've been doing it for almost 30 years, so I know it works. So let's think about that too. Our faith in self, our faith in our family, our global family. Can you imagine what we can accomplish if we all come together? Can you imagine? You can only imagine. So there is greatness, a potential for greatness out there, a potential for healing, a potential for togetherness and of sustenance. And we just have to do our part by always coming from love, abundance, and gratitude. When we come from love, abundance, and gratitude, it affects the whole. So we don't have to go out there and physically change the world. We just have to change our attitude and our perspective to always come from the light. Take the high road. Understand that we have differences and celebrate our differences instead of being fearful of them. That's my tip for the week. Anyway, we end the week though on Saturday. You know, it's my date night. It's my favorite date night. But you know, there's a little murkiness. Like last Saturday, it kind of depends on where the relationship is, because we've got that Venus and Taurus, just like we did last week. This week though, she's got a couple of hard aspects going on. She's squaring Uranus she's squaring Saturn in Aquarius, but she's sextiling Neptune in Pisces. So what that means to us, it could be, if we are in a good balanced relationship, that we can get together. That Neptunian energy is water, it's emotional, it's feeling. We express our passion for our partner. We express our appreciation for the people who are close to us in our lives, maybe our friends. This is a social week. If we don't have a significant other or a partner, we really enjoy being with our friends and sharing old stories and things like that, good music, things like that. If we aren't in a balanced relationship, the Venus square Saturn in Aquarius comes in, and it's going to be like it was last week. No, I don't want to. Or it could even be more passive aggressive. So watch out for that. Our partner or we are not feeling loved, abundant. We are feeling lack. We are feeling fear, or they are. So that's where they're coming from, and how that presents could be passive aggressively and just being very, very annoying and very not being a team player and wanting to work together. So again, like last week, we know what's going on and we can diffuse it. We can diffuse it by trying to honor where our partner is coming from. On a social level, it could look out like, oh, I want to go to this favorite place, and our friends are like, oh, are you kidding me? We've gone there 3 times before. Do we have to? So there is a chance for that, but there's always differing opinions. We don't always have to think the same way. What an opportunity to work together and compromise. That's what it's all about. So try to do that on Saturday, and don't let it go down the dark rabbit hole of the emotional abyss, where it gets really not so fun anymore. I mean, we're supposed to be having fun this week, aren't we? Let's keep that party train going. Okay, universe, what do you want to add to our weekly video? Breathe. This moment matters most. How can you focus on the moment and appreciate that all is well? This is a great segue for being grateful. The best way to open up the channels of positive energy, the easiest way, is to be grateful for where we are, what we have right now, even if it's a challenge, even if things aren't going the best. We are thankful for the lesson that we are learning, the lessons, the wisdom we are gaining, and we are just happy to be here. So if we're feeling stuck, if we find ourselves going into that space of fear, if the outer world keeps pummeling us with, you should be afraid of them, they're trying to take your stuff, come back to, I'm just grateful for what I have. And I'm going to tell you what, that will dispel that. That will conquer the unworthiness, the fear, and the lack. And that's how we conquer it in the outer world, by first conquering it within. Have a great week ahead. Enjoy partying with your friends, but don't be excessive. Jupiter's all fired up, so we could take it anything just way too far. I know, I'm a Sagittarian. If a little is good, a lot's gotta be better. And we all know that that is not necessarily true. So have a great week. Come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat for my daily little oracle messages to kind of give you a thought to take with you into the day. I also have kind of interesting memes to kind of challenge you and check your perspective and your attitude. Come see me on Facebook. And don't forget, the most important message from the Soul Sister channel is life is lived from the inside out. You can't change out there until you change in here first. That's how it works. So have a great life. Have a great week, and I will see you next Sunday on the 19th. Namaste.